How are we going to know what Luna's playing? Luna's not here to tell us.
I think she's a wizard.
I'm sure we'll figure it out when she makes it for stacks.
That's the rumor, right? Rumor has
Yes. The hot dish around Lankhmar is for sure. So it doesn't have to be like crazy late at night, but I would imagine the festivities at the Gallery Supper Club go on for a little bit. What would you guys like to do?
Well, we bought a house. Well, Arthur bought a house. I don't know. How long do
Accurate.
we want to stay out? 'Cause
Yeah, and you did mention that. You mentioned specifically that when we got to the house, there was the basement with the door that leads into what appears to be the sewers that we have not explored previously. Correct?
Yes.
Well, I'd like to know every inch of my house, if possible.
Do we have something that's committed time-wise, like a meeting with the Lord in a day or something like that?
No.
Or we're in-game
Yeah.
expected to be anywhere at a certain time?
I don't think so. I think the only thing that we talked about is going to the gallows, but we had to figure out a way underneath.
Right.
Right?
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's no clock running or anything like that. We're
Not that I can recall.
In such a case, I will go ahead and have a detect magic ongoing for a while. First off, I want to check to see if there. Did we check to see if there were anything magical about this door? If it was like enchanted somehow?
We haven't even got there yet. I don't know if you guys were going back there or going somewhere else.
I thought we ended the last session in this room, in the basement, looking at it.
Oh, okay. Did we?
I thought we did, but maybe we
I
didn't.
know we talked about it, but I'm not sure if we did that or we said we were going to do that.
Yeah.
But I'm good with either option because I think that the curiosity is getting at all of us.
Yeah, I would say so too. All right, let's start there then. Do you want a quick rundown, a quick tour of the house, refresh everybody's memory?
I saw the floor plan.
They'll probably be beneficial, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So there's the ground floor. Arthur's house, no longer Popov's house. This house is a small 3-story building that looks dark and foreboding. A high gabled roof throws ominous shadows into the street, and 2 chimneys grace the north side of the structure. There are shutters on all the walls covering glass windows. There is, while you've got a key to the house, obviously. But you do remember there being a air quotes trap on the door. You remember it being a phantasmal trap. What
Illusion.
that is, an illusion of a trap, and you don't know if it's still in effect or anything like that. You probably test it out easily enough with detect magic, and you see that the phantom trap is still in effect.
And it doesn't get dispelled when I open the door, correct?
No.
I'll keep that there. It's a nice little souvenir, we'll say.
All right. So inside the living room is 2 stuffed chairs standing in front of an empty fireplace. That's where you got your poker from.
And I replace it. I go, yes, this is yours now. And I put it back.
There's a couple more actually there. You might want to pick them up. Next to them rests a small bookcase packed with leather-bound books. I think you guys already sold those, to be honest. A well-built table surrounded by 6 hardwood chairs stands by one wall. Sitting on a table next to the front door is a glittering statuette, which is it's out of play. Zed took that, and it was stolen from his home. A door lies open to what looks like a kitchen, and a flight of stairs with a wooden railing leads up to the second floor. A quick glance into the kitchen, because that's how you get down to the basement, is the cabinets and shelves are stuffed with dried foods. Several drawers hold various eating utensils, bowls, and plates. The rough wooden table is sticky with a dark brown residue, which is since completely dried by now. It's been months since you've been here. A door exits into the laneway behind the home.
Does prestidigitation help scrape away some of that residue?
It's blood stained into wood, so it's you can work on it after a bit and it'll eventually get it out.
I'll do that in my own time. I'll get this place cleaned up once we're done with this.
There was the upstairs had these couple interesting features. There was the you want to check that first before going into the basement.
Yeah, I gotta get a good tour of the house.
Okay, so the upstairs was the second floor hallway. Remember there was the skeletons in the brown iron cuirasses. The stairs lead up to an upper hall. There are 2 windows and 2 doors, all of which are closed. The windows are shuttered from the outside, and each has a padlock. So these the bones are still they're all kind of like swept up, and they're in a corner. There is a pop-down trapdoor with a little ladder that comes down, goes up to the attic, and there's 2 rooms up here as well. There's the laboratory, a large table covered with glassware and various alchemical paraphernalia dominates the center of this room. A bookshelf leans against the wall near a round, unshuttered window, and a plush high-back chair stands next to the fireplace. Against the inner wall is a small table with several vials on it. In one corner stands a small podium of marble, completely covered by a book of at least 3 feet. Okay, so the book is gone. That was the Book of Ibon, of course. You recognize that marble stand is where that profane item stood for quite some time. Well, a couple weeks anyway. The vials, I don't believe you guys did take. You didn't detect anything magical about them, so you left them behind.
Yeah, looking at them now, since we detect magic.
Yeah,
nothing has changed.
They do not detect. There's no magic at all in this chamber. And same with the bedroom. Small bed stands by a fireplace in the opposite wall. Next to the door is an unassuming table with a drawer and a plain wooden chair beside it. Candles placed on the table. And a quick peek up to the attic. It's pretty much a blank room for whatever your heart desires. This large room is mostly empty. Like the rest of the house, the windows are tightly shuttered. The basement is in the kitchen. There is a trapdoor that leads down to the basement, and I will throw your miniatures on the map should something come up. We'll just we'll move Luna out here for now unless Naz is coming in. If we see Naz, I'll say Luna shows up. I haven't heard from Alex. I'm assuming he's probably on his way. Unless something's come up for Zed as well. So we'll just move Zed and Bukai. Just get them kind of out of the way. What is going on? There we go. Okay, so the description of the basement. Rickety wooden steps lead down into a plain dark cellar. A weathered bronze door of rounded rectangular shape bisects the west wall. In the center is a wheel of metal, and it looks as though it turns left and right. And that is the door in front of which Avis stands. If you imagine a door on a modern ship. It's got that wheel that kind of cranks it open and is about a foot or so off the ground. It's got that same kind of sealed shaft kind of shape to it.
Yeah, so watertight.
Yeah.
Bulkhead kind of thing.
Yeah, it very much resembles that, but it fits into the stone of the basement precisely.
Yeah, before we think about touching it, I am going to use detect magic to see if there's anything on it.
Yes. You detect moderate conjuration.
Does it look like it scrapes the stone on the floor as it opens and closes?
No, it looks like it starts up. Looks like when it does open, you have to step up and over it.
Okay.
It's maybe about a foot high, the rim on the bottom. Imagine if you were trying to keep maybe sewer water out in time of a flood. It's got a big lip like that.
Yeah.
And then it looks like it seals. There's no gaskets or anything like that. They don't have that kind of technology, but the metal looks like it seals pretty tight into the stone.
Yeah, I'm just more curious to see if, does anything look like the hinges used or anything recently, or?
No, it doesn't look like it's seized, or it looks like it will open. The bronze is actually kind of like greened, almost like Statue of Liberty green.
Mm-hmm. How well used do the hinges look? I think is the better word I'm looking for. Does it look like it's been used a lot, not a lot?
Recently, it does. There's a bit of a cake starting to build up, but it looks like they're pretty functional.
Okay. Thinking of if it hasn't opened from the other side, or if keeping this closed keeps everything out.
If you examine it a little bit better, just you can see that there's a pin that runs through the housing of the wheel crank. So if you remove that pin, that allows the wheel to turn.
Okay.
And then there's also a lock that allows the removal of the pin, and the lock coincides with the lock from the front door.
So as long as you don't unlock it, nobody can get in, so you're secure on this side at least. But I know that may not be the whole reason we're down here.
Does it open into the room, or do you push it to open?
It opens into the room. Once you kind of crank it and unseal it, it pulls open.
Yeah, and the magic I detect on it, it's not from like any visible inscriptions or runes or anything. It's just ambient, correct?
It looks like the wheel of the door.
The door itself has the magic on it.
Yeah,
Or not the door, the wheel itself.
the mechanism that turns. Yeah.
Conjuration can be a couple things. Most of them dangerous.
Would spellcraft identify it, or would you have to see it in action to do that?
Actually, thinking about it, it's not impossible that it's there, because conjuration is also teleportation, isn't it?
Yep.
It could be some way of opening a gate. Some form of a transportation spell.
I mean, could you possibly use it to keep the waters back? Or like teleport the water away so it doesn't come through your door? Or would it have to be stronger conjuration magic to do that?
Opening up a gate to another. Yeah, it'd be.
To prevent, like, if this were to open, it's on the door so that water doesn't come in. I don't know. I had a thought and I lost it.
Yeah, it's impossible for me to actually detect what the magic itself is, right? I can only see that it's conjuration.
Avis is just giving thoughts of what she thinks it could be at this point.
Well, there's only one way to really find out what this spell does.
Yeah, let's do it. We're here.
You want me to open it?
I believe
Or
Arthur.
do you wish to open it?
I believe Arthur has
will
the
not-
key.
I will not stop you from opening it, as Arthur just hands you the key.
I just didn't know if you wanted to open it because I know it's your house. So. But put the key in, turn the key, pull the pin, twist.
Okay. So you do that. It unseals. And
I'm gonna step here, actually.
Yes, don't stand by.
you turn the let's see here. You turn the wheel, the door opens to the underhall. And it's just it's almost like a vault hallway. It's about 8 or 9 feet high at its top. Its arch starts arching around the 6-foot height, and it's about 5 feet wide. And it is a long tunnel that goes at least to the edge of your vision, Avis. And in the darkness, at the far end of your vision, you see 2 red pricks of light, and they seem to be coming towards you. And Arthur, you're watching the door, and there's a flash of power. It's not instantaneous. Avis puts the key in. She turns it. It releases the mechanism. She pulls the pin. There's a little chain there that holds it. It dangles down. She spins it. It goes to the left. It turns, which unseals the door. And she opens it up. And the door slides open on the hinge to the north. It slides open into the room. And then you see like a burst of power on the backside of this door. This is a very similar mechanism with a turning wheel, but there's no pin and there's no key lock. And you see the burst of power there. Avis doesn't see that, though. Avis sees 2 pricks of red light moving towards her, and then she gets like a vision of, it looks like a large dog, and it starts running at full speed, and as it does, it lets out the most blood-curdling howl you've ever heard. So just give me
We were
one.
talking about stuff happening.
They were. The neighborhood, it was, they were calling the neighborhood hound the Black Shuck.
Do all of us hear it, or only?
Oh yeah, everybody in the neighborhood hears it. That's what you see running up the tunnel in the darkness, Avis. You just kind of see like it almost looks like it's made of shadow. So let's see here.
Arthur, is this your pet?
I have a funny.
All right, I'm gonna
feel
get.
like you're
I
about
want to
get
see
hit
if
by. I feel like
Yeah,
you're about to
funny.
get hit by 2 claws and a bite.
Oh no, I have a funny.
I'm gonna get everybody to make a will save for me. The DC is
Will save.
12.
A will save? Is this a fear effect?
It sure is.
Oh, well, in that case.
All right, Avis
good.
is good.
Okay, I'm not.
Oh,
on-
well,
Oh.
nat 20. I'm
I
certainly fine
mean-
about that.
Arthur's fine.
Woohoo.
Asami. What about that's Zed? Here we are. How's Zed's will? It's pretty good. And I'm not sure about Bakai. I'm not sure what kind of control he has over her if she breaks. We'll find out in a minute. All right, so
Is it still continuing to run at me?
yes, and I'm gonna get initiatives from you guys.
Okay.
Yes.
Good job. Is it a reaction?
All right, Avis, you are the.
So an immediate action is basically a reaction for my brain's sake, yeah?
Yeah, basically it's something you can do out of turn or
Yeah.
as soon as something, like say you're falling and you want to cast a feather fall. That's immediate reaction.
Yeah, and this might be a 3.5 thing, but you can't take a swift action and an immediate action the same round, correct?
I think they kind of they fix that up. A swift action you can do one per round, and an immediate action I think. Yeah, you might be right. You know, might be. An immediate action is like an attack of opportunity. So say somebody rushes past you, and they've, you know.
I'm looking around, and the rules seem to say that if you use one, you can't use the other.
All
until
right.
Next.
Let's go with that.
Not that it's important right now, but
It might be.
just one more wrinkle to think about.
I'm just wanting to. The reason I ask is I'm like myself mentally preparing a reaction for when it gets closer, and I just want to make sure I can use the immediate reaction as a reaction
Okay.
before I do it. I just want to because I don't want to hold to do a thing because I'd like to buff myself before it comes closer. But I just want to make sure, like, once it gets in range to attack me, I can do an immediate action.
If you've already done like
if it's already been my turn, yeah.
Yeah, if you've already done a turn and cast a spell, you can't. What is the immediate reaction like if it's a
Stone shield?
Oh, okay.
Because it says an immediate action.
Yeah, you can use that, and when you do that, you've used up your immediate action for the round. Yeah, that's fine.
Okay.
Okay. So your first action of the round would be
I'm gonna cast Bless on people.
okay.
Let's see how many can it is. People.
You can get everybody. I think it's
everybody. Yep. It's
30-foot
everybody.
radius.
May target friendly units. Cast. So that done. Clear targets. She's got her shield, she's got her weapon, and she's just waiting.
Okay, so casting the bless, I'm gonna get you to target friendly units again.
Okay.
And you click on the effect.
It doesn't have one on that.
Doesn't have one on that. Do we get it from the wrong spot?
Oh, all right.
I might have.
Did we get it from the wrong spot?
I don't know.
Or do I not have the right book loaded?
I don't know. No, that's okay. So let's see here.
Because I know that was a thing that I have all the books loaded. Let me check.
Bless PFRPG spellbook. Here we go. Yeah, that's how it should look.
Okay.
So if you've got everyone targeted on the one that I just dropped in on Avis, just do the morale now. The blessed attack 1 morale. There we go. And the save, I don't think it knows whether I'm making you roll a save for fear or not, so don't worry about that.
I just wanted to make sure it got cast.
Yes, very good. Excellent. Any other actions? Any movement or any?
Nope, she's staying in the door.
Ooh, standing
Looks
tall.
like she's preparing. She's got a little smirk on her face, so.
All right.
I gotta hit the button.
So
Button.
which way did the door open? Did it open
The door opened.
to the left or to the right?
It opened this way. What happened there? That's not what I wanted to draw. It opened like so.
Okay.
So it opened towards
So
you.
from bottom to top.
Yes.
The hinges are on the left side of the door. Got
Yes.
Hmm.
Arthur. You heard this blood-curdling howl. Felt the hairs on the back of your neck rise up for a moment. You immediately recognized the effect.
Let's see if I can't fight fear with fear. I'm gonna go ahead and move myself over to here. Well, that's 30 feet? I thought that was 35. Well, if that's only 30, then I would like to be here, actually.
Yeah, that's fine.
In which case, I don't get to cast the spell very often, but let's pray this thing isn't quite mindless, as I'm going to hit it with a good old phantasmal assailant. Let me go ahead and do that.
Okay.
Yeah, and this thing is not mindless in any way, correct?
Give us a knowledge of planar knowledge.
I'm asking because if it is mindless, it'd be immune to this.
Yeah, it's not mindless. It's got an intelligence. It's a planar.
Excellent.
It's a planar creature.
Excellent. So this creature sees from behind Avis a pair of shadowy figures flank past her, squeezing into the room, and start darting towards it. As the illusions strike into it, and are able to sap a bit of its will and a bit of its strength from it. This is taking a good amount of ability score damage from that.
Mm-hmm.
I will mark off my phantasmal assailant, and that's honestly all I can do right now. I can only hope that I have damaged it enough to where it will be easier for everyone else to fight.
What was
I
the
will-
ability for damage? Was it wisdom or charisma?
It took wisdom and dexterity damage,
Oh, okay, awesome.
4 points each,
Oof.
because it failed. Yeah, it hurts when it actually fails its saves, so it is quite handy for that at least. Oh?
Do you have knowledge of the planes?
Do I have ranks in it? No.
No. Okay.
I have it as a class skill, but not trained.
Okay.
Yeah.
So Sami's gonna roll, but on her turn.
Yeah, so we'll see how effective the effect of this is once time passes.
Okay. Any other actions?
No, I don't really have much else I can do, so I will end my turn with that.
Okay. So, just for flavor, because Bakai did. I think she failed her save. Yes.
She did fail her fear save.
Yeah. So I'm going to assume that Zed's got a way to override that. So he's going to do that this round, and he shouts to Asami, "It looks like some sort of hound, some sort of spectral hound." So I'm going to add 2, and I'm going to take 2 off of its armor class. You can do your immediate action.
Did the effect I put on it not actually work on it?
Yep. It worked.
Oh,
I got...
it's invisible now.
oh, okay. I can never tell. Yep, it works. The Dex and Wisdom are damage done.
Okay, excellent. I don't know if it works properly or not.
Yep, it does, by the looks of it. Avis, this creature is bearing down on you still. Did
Piece
you?
of stone pops right up. Did I? Yeah, piece of stone. As it bears down, just a big old slab of stone just pops up between Avis and the dog.
Okay. It gives you what?
It added my effect. It gave me some AC and.
All right. So
I mean, it's only gonna last until around, but it's gonna freak it the heck out.
yeah, for sure. And it mitigates the effect of the charge too. So, all right. It kind of noses into the stone as Bakai tries to flee, and Zed tries to take some mental control over Asami.
So she can see the creature from where she's at.
Yeah,
Is that good enough to roll a planes check?
absolutely.
Ugh. Looks like a dog.
Okay, so Zed, now that he gets a good, decent look at it in the light of the room, I think he rolled a 24. So you guys can know 3 things about it. What would you like to know?
Does it have damage reduction?
It does. Zed says, silver will harm it.
My question is, what is it?
It's a Yeth Hound.
Yes, it is. Okay, well, Asami's going to be in character and be like, attempt a intimidate check. And she's not very good at it right now, but she's going to get a lot better at it, say...
A couple thousand experience points.
Oh, this is her not very good at it and expect to be better. As he goes, you're a bad dog. No treat for you. Go away. It's not terrible.
It's
Probably
not
not
it's not terrible. It's not quite enough, even with the penalty imposed from the wisdom damage that it took.
I was going to give it the shaken condition and it wasn't enough. So that was a standard action. Move action. She's going to draw her rapier. I don't think I have a silver weapon. Let me double check. If I do, it's the dagger. What about silver smear ducks?
Yeah, if they were sharpened, the coin would do 1 point of damage.
It's just not something that would be on top of her head.
If-
If drawing the rapier and be like, all right,
If you fired it from a sling, I would say each one would do a point of damage. If you guys were in a pinch.
I do have a sling. But I said a rapier it is. So let's see. If we're really struggling, maybe I'll switch it up.
All right.
That's it. That's all she could do. She probably feels a little bit better over here next to Bakai.
Naz, see you coming in.
I'm here.
All right. We're in the basement of Arthur's new digs. And apparently there's a trapdoor that summons a Yeth Hound if you don't do it right. You're up in the kitchen. Maybe eating some old cheese. It's the wrong character. I know that's a Thursday night thing, but
Yeah, indeed.
so it looks like there is a what Zed yelled out was a Yeth Hound assailing Avis just at the doorway of the basement. It looks like there's a tunnel that leads down into the sewers.
I booped it on the snoot.
Luna appears on the stairs. She's got her spear handy. You're like a 5-foot step away from trying to skewer it if you want.
Yeah, let me power attack, step in and stab it. I'm having trouble logging in.
Okay, I'll roll the dice for you if you want.
Yeah.
All right.
Its AC is lowered now, so
Not quite. All right. You do have a silver dagger. So Zed shouted out that the creature could be harmed by silver. Avis, round 2.
I'm trying to decide if my Kopesh can hurt it. Because I know it said silver, but...
Yeah, your Kopesh can hurt it. You're just not going to do as much damage. You're going to take off so many off the top.
Even with it, yeah, being a sacred weapon, I guess, for me.
What does it say about the sacred weapon? Are you able to bypass damage reduction types?
Man, look.
I know it counts as magical, and it is magical. This is more like a material, like a werewolfy kind of silver.
I'm scrolling through to see if it
It's-
says anything.
Yeah, take your time.
Because there's a lot of words. No, not that I can see.
Okay.
Maybe
So
at higher levels. But
yeah, so usually the most common types are 5 or 10. You're not sure what this one is. You just know that he's resistant to any weapon that isn't silvered.
If
So
he's this close, will changing out to my dagger take me the whole round?
no, not at all. And in fact, you can hold the Kopesh in your offhand and draw the dagger out and fight with it in your other, as long as you don't have a shield.
I mean, I do have a shield.
Oh, okay. So then you can draw.
I don't know if I could just sheath the Kopesh in the shield and then pull the dagger.
See if you can.
I hadn't figured out how she was storing her weapons yet. Anyway, but if I can drop the.
I think
Kopesh
you can
and
drop
grab
it
the
as a free action, yeah, and then take
Yeah,
your dagger.
I'll drop it and then grab the dagger.
Okay.
Am I able to stab it this round or no?
Oh, absolutely.
Oh, let me make sure it's target.
And its armor class is 2 points lower. Oh.
Sadly not confirmed.
Not quite. You need a 13 to confirm.
Stab.
Okay, so we don't
It
have
resisted.
the damage done properly on that one. Let's see.
I'm assuming you need to add something in. I won't touch it.
Let's see here. Yep. Let's try that again. There we go. All right.
I'm still gonna stand there in the way though.
Arthur.
Hmm.
As Avis,
So I have a-
as Avis stabs this creature with a silver dagger, you get kind of like a shadowy steam comes off of it. And
Shadowy steam. I have a quick question.
Yes.
I was trying to figure it out, and I can't quite find the rules. Am I able to demoralize a creature I do not share a language with?
yeah, I think you're at -5 though, off the top of my head.
I couldn't find any confirmation, but I will accept a -5 if I need to do that. Let me look at some real quick.
That's just my hot
Yeah, Arthur. Okay, Arthur. Gotta take a bit of a step back. Get as much space as he can. And you know what? I don't think any more spells are properly necessary. I think I would like to try and, since I know it's susceptible to fear, let's see how non-magical fear works on it. I'm gonna try and demoralize it.
Okay.
That'd be a -5, correct?
Yeah, I believe so.
So that's okay.
Still,
Not terrible.
that's
26.
Yep, that is enough to 2 rounds.
Wonderful. As Arthur sort of leans himself back against the wall. He doesn't really say anything, but just you get like the room itself seems to fill with this tension as he just like looks towards the creature and just smiles a little bit. Not even a really menacing smile, just something about it is just unpleasant. As Arthur will go ahead and end his turn with that, as I will look for the shaken condition.
Zed knows 2 other things if you want to get the info as he's trying to corral Bakai.
We already asked 2 questions, didn't we?
Just the damage reduction, I think.
I asked what it was.
Oh, okay. Well, that comes, yeah, what it was, because you get that for free.
Oh, okay. I still cannot make it shaken for only 2 rounds. That's unfortunate.
Yep, I can do that, though.
I should probably add actions to my character for demoralize.
Yeah, you could do that. Like a spell?
Yeah.
Spell action?
That would definitely, that'd probably help.
Alright, so the creature's like yapping and tries to haul Avis down. He's unable to. Bakai, Asami.
I think we're gonna start a bardic performance, and I'm gonna give a oratory performance about, controlling your rabid dogs. This one's gonna be under our control real soon.
Okay.
Subdued at least. And so I'm gonna hit friendly targets. And then hit this. It's competence bonus, so it should stack with the bless.
Yeah, it definitely does.
Okay, that's my turn. I'm not going to really spend the move action, just kind of shake my rapier at it. So, you don't want the business end of this. Stay over there.
Luna. Oh, let me send out the map again to you. I don't know if you...
Yeah.
There we go.
Yeah, shaken decreases AC as well, doesn't it?
Yeah.
It's -2 to basically everything.
Mm-hmm.
So you should be able to hit it quite easily now.
Okay. Not today.
Do you have knowledge of planes, right, Luna?
Yeah. Yeah.
Do you want to know anything about this thing?
Yeah.
Okay, so you get 2 answers.
Oh no, shaken does not decrease your AC. Okay, I was mistaken.
They already know it has DR silver. And it did attack with like it made a special attack with like a baying howl that frightened Bakai. That's why Zed's not doing anything. He's trying to corral her.
Oh. Anybody want to know anything? I don't know. Let's just kill it.
All right. Avis, let the killing commence.
Killing commence.
Is this one real or an illusion that we're all falling for? And that would be a question for the... I'm not asking you, I'm asking people with the knowledge.
Yeah, maybe a spellcraft check.
With
Okay.
Like from Zed, Arthur, Luna, even Avis. It feels tangible enough to Avis. She's interacted with it.
It could be a shadow illusion.
Could be.
yeah, it feels real to me.
It was definitely.
So you said spellcraft?
Yeah, it's definitely a summoned creature. Yeah, 100% summoned, Arthur. That was the flash of power that you saw on the back of the door. That's a spell that's connected with the door.
Yeah, I figured it was some sort of summon monster.
Yep.
I'd
You-
rather not use.
You're not sure how long it's going to last, how long it's going to be here for, but
You know, since it's possible, I don't know if the. So I. Was the magic completely used, or is the magic still on the door?
still on
Does
the
it, like,
door.
repeat itself?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, that means that it might get summoned again if we open it up improperly, which means I would like to actually test the water, see just how resilient this creature is. I'm going to hit it with another Phantasmal Assailants, actually.
Okay.
That's a failed will. Fortitude. Once again, it sees shadows dart past, squeezing by Avis and attack its very mind and body. As it gets hit once again. Oh, I don't think it... Oh, it didn't stack properly. Oh, well. That's annoying.
If you drag it on again, it should.
I thought I did. Maybe it's... Oh, already exists. It just didn't stack.
Oh, okay. I see.
Yeah, you need to make it 8 now because
Okay.
fail a lot of saves. I'll go ahead and fix that on my own sheet later on.
No worries.
Just add more of them. And with that, Arthur, we'll see how it continues from here.
All right.
Is this thing is still it's still conscious, correct?
It is.
So it seems to have a strong
It's got more than
Strong
8 points
will,
of
then.
wisdom.
Okay. That's good to know.
Let's see here. Zed. Creature's furiously attacking, but it seems diminished. Not so diminished as to not be dangerous, though. Uh, 8 points of damage, and grabs hold of your leg, Avis, and tries to drag you to the ground.
So is it reaching through the 1 foot over, or is it like trying to because Avis is only like barely over 4 foot. So if it's trying to grab my leg, it's probably grabbing like a hip.
Yeah, or maybe just above the knee.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's not enough to haul you down. You think maybe all the other stuff that's going on around it maybe weakened it enough that it can't pull you. Didn't pull you down that time.
I'm a big rock. That's the problem.
All right, so Bakai has now got her faculties around her, and she attacks. She's going to be at -2 because it's going to have cover. I think I can just key in cover. Yeah, cover. All right. Yep, the math worked out right. And that worked out right. Okay, cool. Asami.
Don't really have much to do to help here. I guess I already did the spellcraft, huh? I guess I'll heal Avis. I know she's the primary healer, but she's in the middle of this fighting, so I'll step here and touch her on the shoulder and be like, we got you covered. Keep up what you're doing. I gotta find it on my sheet. I know I have it. That's not the right one. I almost cast the wrong spell. There you go. Wounds? What wounds? What wounds be gone?
Nice. Let's see here. It sets you to 0. All right.
That puppy's mean. Oops, I had the down arrow.
Luna. Oh, that's trouble. Oh, it was almost double 20s. Not confirmed. Still a hit. Power attack on. Okay. The creature is tangible. It can't be killed. It's bleeding now. It's bleeding, but it's bleeding black, shadowy blood. Avis.
A stab? Stab.
See.
I don't stab.
Arthur.
You know, do I want to hit it with another assailants? That just feels mean at this point. No, let's go with a simple demoralize. Let's just spook this creature again. Ooh, bad result this time.
Okay, but with the will penalty, it's is it 10 or 15, the base number?
Let me check.
Because it's hit dice plus will, right?
It is
10 plus hit dice plus will.
10 plus hit dice plus will mod, yeah.
Okay, so let's see. We're taking off 4 from that, so 2. We're at 16, so 1 round.
Alright, I can live with 1 round. Not my best performance, but hey, you can't be perfect every time.
So it's going to try a acid touch or acid splash. Minus on his attack. Psh. Arthur, you got acid in your new house.
Great.
Pff, gonna have to clean that up. Okay, so the Yeth Hound. Avis. $11 points of damage, and see if its grip on you is better this time. Ooh. Do you have anything because you're maybe sturdy or anything like that? You get a bonus to avoid being tripped or anything? Certain races do and certain ones don't.
Some of my stuff, when I open it, doesn't really give me anything.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
I have no idea.
Okay, so I'm gonna throw prone on you then, which is not a great condition.
Not a great condition.
So, creature grabs a hold of Avis's leg and manages to drag her to the ground. Bakai is gonna take the cover penalty again. And it misses. Asami.
Okay, I this won't draw, right? Because it's not large.
Right.
Going to
Yeah, it doesn't have reach.
Okay. So when you're casting a touch spell, you can cast it, then get into range and apply it, right? Or you have
Yeah.
to,
Yep.
yeah.
You can.
So
The
while-
actual touching the enemy is a free action, I believe.
Yeah.
but it doesn't draw casting the spell.
No.
Yeah.
Not if you can cast.
You
it,
cast it out of
move,
range
and
and move in.
activate
Yeah.
it, yeah.
Yeah, you
Yeah,
can do
that's
that.
what I'm doing. So while I'm movement here, I'm like saying the magical words and doing the somatic components of the spell. But then when I'm here, I attempt to touch the creature.
Okay.
So let me make sure I'm not targeting anything else. So I'm only attacking the creature. Okay, target that thing. Okay. And you're such a clown, you're about to fall down. I hope. Fort save DC. Alright, so there's effects. Will it automatically make the save?
No, you have
Or
to. You have to do cast first.
Okay, like,
Cast.
okay, it's rolling there.
There we go. All right.
Why
So
did you do
it fails the save, but the touch is a hit.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
So you touch it, it hits, and then it fails the save. What is the effect of a failed save?
It's the first time I've cast the spell, so I'm not as good with it as quick. I'm pulling it up. But
Yeah,
Alright,
it
with
applies
single touch-
a dexterity penalty, doesn't it?
Yeah. With a single touch, you reduce the creature to a fumbling clown. The target takes a penalty to its dexterity equal to 1d6 plus 1.
Ooh.
I'm not
Yeah,
sure.
it cannot drop it below 1.
Yeah.
If it moves up to half its speed, it falls prone. If it flies, its maneuverability is reduced by 1 step.
Okay.
A successful fort save halves the penalty and negates the possibility of falling prone, or the reduction to fly
The
capabilities.
1d6 plus 1.
Touch of gracelessness.
Yeah.
All right.
Per 2 caster levels. Add another one to that.
Okay,
Sorry.
so that's 6. So we're at the 14 points of dexterity damage.
In addition, if the subject moves more than half its speed, it falls prone. I don't see that happening, but unless it tries to run away.
Okay, so it's.
It doesn't fly, I don't think.
Let's see here.
It flunked. Alright, cool. So you are Fumbling Clown, puppy dog.
All right. Let me check
The
yours.
first time I had a chance to use that. On this character, you know. And I'm not very familiar with it, but now we know what it does. Now I have these effects. Do I need to click that?
I will just drop it on it.
Okay.
And it's not -2, it's -5.
Yeah, it doesn't drop it below 1, but hey, that's good
Yeah.
enough.
Yeah.
I'm not sure why that. I didn't add that, so
I'm not sure.
yeah.
It might
it's just-
it might default to that because it's the minimum. It's always
Right.
at least 2 points, right?
Yeah.
1d6 plus.
It is +2 right now, or -2 right now.
Oh, it's only -2. That's the duration. 1d6.
Did we mix that up?
I don't know. Let me read the spell. So 1 round per level. Okay, so that's wrong.
5 rounds. Yeah.
So it should be
It's a number of rounds
Duration
equal to
should
your
be-
caster level. Yeah.
Let's get rid of the dice.
Yep.
There we go.
So yeah, it is 1d6 plus 1 per 2 caster levels.
Okay, cool.
So yeah, the 5 is correct because that's rounds per level.
All right. There's no way for us to automate that.
I don't know.
I don't think there is. So good one though.
I don't use it very often, so don't worry. 'Cause
It's got
I don't want to get in a melee with the damn thing.
yeah. It's got yeah. It can't get much less dexterity at this point. It's moving like real rigidly, and
It better pray it wasn't a rogue.
Luna.
Luna
I think
split it
Luna's. See if she can fell the beast with her spear. Looks like she can. Okay, and with that, in a shadowy burst,
Yeah. Quickly before you get rid of the token, I want to see if. Oh, never mind.
it's okay. You want to see if I can put it back on?
Yeah, I want to see if my my effects work now.
There we go. Back into the.
It is not there.
There you go.
Yeah, I want to see if just my effects work, if they stack properly.
Okay.
Okay, let me just put... Okay, cool. They do work. Or, no, they don't. I have to delete the old effect. Oh, it's fine. I can delete the old effect. Okay, so what I have works now.
Okay, cool.
Added a bunch of different states of Phantasmal Assailant, depending on how many times I cast it.
All right.
Oh well.
Yeah, you can get rid of it now if you need to.
So now you see like a long hallway heading, you think, out towards maybe Carter Street-ish. Be a good way away, maybe 300 feet or so. To get to Carter Street, you don't think this tunnel goes that long. But it doesn't seem like there's any more Yeth Hounds in the tunnel. And now that you've get a chance to examine the door a little more closely, the magic is it's waned. It has it's gone sedentary. You're not sure how long it had gone sedentary for, but it's about 1/7 as powerful as it was on the door originally.
Does it seem that it's recharging, or that it had a certain amount of charges on it?
It seems like it kind of goes dormant for a period of time.
So it recharges effectively.
On its own, yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and, before I forget, because I know I'm gonna forget, I'm gonna put a mage armor on myself.
Okay. And Zed does the same with Bakai, I believe. I think he has that.
Are we wanting to go down this tunnel today?
May as well.
Okie dokie.
Did it go poof, or is it the
Yeah,
body right there?
it went poof. It definitely was a summoned creature.
So, usually when a summoned creature happens, somebody summons it and it obeys the person who summoned it.
Mm-hmm.
Was the door the master, or who was in control of this summon?
Exactly.
It might have. It also could have been like, it's possible it was an unbound summon that just attacked whatever it wanted.
Oh, okay.
It's definitely connected to the door. And
If there's something you can identify you as the owner of the door, maybe if another creature summoned, it will be at your command.
Definitely be handy.
There's no hand scanner, like he can put his DNA in there.
I'll have to look into that later.
all right. All right. Arthur's experiments with summoned creatures.
Well, didn't one save our lives?
Absolutely did.
Yeah.
Absolutely did.
It's Arthur's hobby.
Yeah, so Arthur does vote that we see what the fuss was about with the sewers here.
Yep. See where their path leads.
Okie dokie.
All right. Before you see it goes to about another 50 feet beyond where that last map ended and where you are on the map here. I'm not sure what kind of marching order you guys want to be in. I just threw you up in the hallway at that point. You come to an area. It looks like it kind of narrows somewhat. You get it's kind of damp, and there's you can see calcium buildup on the walls from water dripping down. You can see a slight collapse up ahead. It doesn't look dangerous. It just looks like there's There's quite a bit of scree and rubble. Then you also see like a little passageway, like a little nook of sorts, to the right. It looks like up above there might have at one point been an access point to the street. It's since been filled up, or a new tunnel was dug, or something was built over top of it. It looks like there was rungs in the wall in the little nook where there once was a ladder, but it's been taken out. And you can see that the passage continues beyond with the little bits of scree and fallen plaster off the walls. It's a mortared stone passageway. It's 5 feet wide and 8 feet in height at the apex of its arched ceiling. The damp floor slopes down slightly. The stale odor of sewers is evident, but not overwhelming. Ahead, the walls and the ceiling appear to be in disrepair as bricks and loose stone have crumbled to the floor in a loose layer of debris.
Is there a source of light down here, or is it darkness?
It's very much a bring your own light situation.
Okay. Well, I think Asami's sword is going to have the light spell on it.
All right.
So I'll target myself.
Let me just drop this on your... There we go. That should work.
So you don't need me to do it?
Nah.
Okay.
Yeah. Arthur's gonna bring out a piece of fleece from his pockets and request that he put light on it.
Okay. Lights for Arthur. Anybody else want a light?
No, I got dark vision. I'll be fine.
All right. Let's enable the lighting then. Just got spooky all of a sudden. Or did that mess up the map?
I just see the hallway.
Okay, that's all you're supposed to see. Excellent. And once again, thanks to Dyson Logos for their maps. Dyson Logo sewer maps. What would you like to do?
Well, I guess we'll line up and keep going down, right?
Mhm.
Arthur, you
I was-
want to be in front of me or behind me? We both have the light, so...
Mm-hmm.
I prefer the safety of being surrounded by others. So I will stay in the middle.
Okay.
Zed's gonna put a light spell on himself too.
Yeah.
Just so you got all the angles covered. All right.
You good if I move?
Yep, definitely.
Looking.
Nope, can't move.
Anything up the yeah, around the corner?
It's not a corner. It's just kind of like a little. It looks like it was at one point an access point to the street above.
Mm-hmm.
The hallmarks of it having a ladder attached to the wall and a tunnel up ahead are evident, but it's since been filled over.
Okay, so I gotta go straight through the squeezy part.
That seems to be about the only way. Like, this might have been a sewer channel at one point.
Mm-hmm. But collapsed it did.
Perhaps, or it's dried up and maybe another one was used. Who knows? Does your mini get stuck?
No, I'm just slowly moving it.
Okay, cool. I didn't want to hold you back.
Is there just another, looks like access point or just cubby?
That is a closed wooden door. And the door looks in quite good repair. Like as though it was just replaced within the last 6 months or so. It's not too warped. It's not...
Are we squeezing down this hallway?
no, it's nothing as dire as that. It's just... you can tell like the bricks from the arched vaultway had kind of like fallen in from the walls. It's nothing... I mean, it's a little awkward to stand on and walk over, but it's nothing... you're not like in a full collapse or anything like that. And it looks like it does come to a full collapse not far ahead of where you got to, Avis. It looks like the tunnel ends just up ahead. And it looks like at some point... what is your... Do you have any skills with regards to like mining or like architecture or anything like that?
Knowledge. Are you asking just
My
her?
senses are keener among rocks and stones.
Okay, so they're quite keen right now.
Mm-hmm. Can I see if it, with my senses being keener at the moment, can I tell if it was like if it looks like it was over time, like a natural collapse versus a...
Sure, you can make a perception check. I'll let you just...
So, +4 to whatever this is, since we're underground.
Ava still has the prone condition.
Does she?
Yay!
You're crawling through this castle?
She does.
Apparently. So, I don't too many tabs
We're
open.
also all still inspired.
Yeah. So it would be a 20.
20. Yeah, it looks like at some point it was probably collapsed naturally.
So just the wearing of time then.
It looks like it.
Okay. Well, we can't go any further that direction, so the door is the only option.
I'm going to check off 4 rounds. You can keep your song up if you want.
No, it's lingering. So it after I did it, it lasts 3 rounds, and then if I don't do it again, it's gone.
Yeah, you could have if you wanted to. If you wanted to keep it going.
Oh, not right now.
Okay.
It doesn't appear to be a danger. So.
All right.
I'm gonna open the door.
The door has a lock on it, but you still have the key in your hand. It's the same lock that opens up the door to Arthur's house. Oddly enough.
Guess I'm gonna use the key.
The lock itself has the maker's mark on it, and it has Jan Pickett's little symbol. You can tell.
I know that, Mark.
You can tell it was made at the keyhole. This specific lock.
Pickett's making you locks, man.
It's a good lock.
Good luck.
Opening the door.
Opening the door.
All right. A couple steps down. As soon as the door opens, there's like a little hallway, and there's like 4 or 5 steps that lead down into a chamber. A door opens into an irregular shaped chamber. Rough workbenches line the right and left walls and the far wall of the chamber. A variety of tools such as saws, hammers, lines of thin cord, various knives, as well as several lamps can be seen hanging on the wall around the chamber. The unfinished wooden work tables are stained dark brown. Shelves on the far wall near another door contain jars filled with a murky fluid and what appears to be preserved organs and other body parts. The chamber smells of decay. And it's like an old decay now. It's not like fresh. It's just like it's, well, you're in the sewers, so. But it's kind of
old death, not new death. Got
yeah. It's definitely old death. And there's another door. No lock on this door, but you do notice that the bottom of the door and the rim all the way around it is specifically sealed with cloth all the way around, like bunched up.
I'm gonna use detect magic. I'm gonna see if there's any magic around here before we dive into anything dangerous.
Okay, get no detection of magic in this immediate area.
Also, did we confirm that Popov was a necromancer? Because he did have a lot of skeletal hounds, and there's also this room.
Yeah, seems to match up.
Yeah, I'm asking if we ever confirmed that, because
Well,
he is.
on numerous occasions, Danal referred to him as the necromancer. You know that he was hired specifically by Veltargo to create undead for his temple.
That's a detail I forgot about over time. I see.
That's what he took the golden statuette as payment for creating the undead to guard his temple.
Okay. Now I see. What is this room to the right of us? This door?
Did you open the door, Avis?
I hadn't yet. This is the one that's sealed with cloth, yeah?
It is the one that was sealed with cloth.
Am I going to have to pull the cloth out in order to open it?
No, it looks as though if you pull the door in, the cloth is on this side of the door, and it will move with the door. And it's kind of, it's not only like sealed, but it's kind of like a pitch on it as well to keep it like rigid and in shape. It kind of almost like a seal, and you can see the lines of the pitch or the tar all the way around the door.
This is about to set me on fire when I open it. Okay. All right, let's push open the door.
All right. The door, she opens. As the door opens, the smell of rotting flesh follows, not in an overwhelming wave anymore, in a kind of, I've smelt that before, wave. The chamber beyond is roughly rectangular with mortared stone walls in various states of repair. 3 pillars of 5-foot wide stone reach to the 10-foot high ceiling near the back of the chamber. Several alcoves are formed at the far end. Definitely the lingering odor of decrepitude from the other room is more prevalent here, but not as much as you would, not as much as it probably once was at some point. And you kind of notice that as you're looking, the alcoves and stuff like that, you're kind of like, because of dark vision and the way that it sort of works, because everything is in black and white, it takes you a minute to notice that the walls are moving. It's not the walls. There's something crawling on the walls.
Things on the walls.
Game over, man.
The stone doesn't move like that.
No! And it's thousands, hundreds of thousands of cockroaches.
Okay. They're doing their job in here. Oh, this is gonna tickle.
What would you like to do? As the cockroaches start to coalesce with fresh food.
Yeah, vermin are a kryptonite.
Everybody
tool.
back out. I want a fireball.
I will not say no to you, wizard.
Yeah.
Everybody run! Run! Fire in the hole!
All right, yeah, you get a
You
round
want
as
me
the.
further back than this, or
Ooh.
because I was gonna hold the door.
You have my express permission, Luna. Go ahead.
Luna, do you need me back further than this, or are you gonna come around the corner and pop it, and I'll just block?
I can't see in there.
Mwah.
It's the darkness.
Let me bring a light.
Attack the darkness.
How's that? Can you see now?
No.
I didn't
I thought
mean.
Luna cast light on themselves.
I don't know if Lena does all the time. Zed's got light.
Tommy has it.
He's out in the hallway, and Bakai is kind of over here. Asami, Zed, and Arthur, I think, are the light bearers.
I can.
Well, I don't have the
Alright.
spell, but I have light on me.
I'll
Yeah.
just
Tell me
there.
where the fireball.
How big is your fireball?
How big are your fiery
Ah.
balls?
That?
You want to aim back here.
No, you want to go a
Go
little
back
further.
corner,
There?
south.
There?
More
Just
stuff.
walk into
Yeah.
the damn room, Luna.
I go in the room, I can't see anything.
Ray, come stand in
Ah.
the room too. Or yeah,
Arthur comes
Oh!
along with. Here.
Okay, we need initiative now. It's taken enough time for you guys to arrange that. We need an initiative.
Hi, Chihuahua.
All right, you're looking to beat a 17.
Oh, good luck.
And I did.
Arthur did.
I did not, but I don't want to.
Zed.
Hello.
Yes. Woo.
All right,
Hello.
there we go. All right. So
Hello.
I'm going to tick off 3 rounds from the last time. And we're on round number 12. Arthur. You are in the room. You can see 2 cockroach swarms coalescing. One's almost got
Yeah.
it together.
Yeah, Arthur, now that Luna can see these creatures, Arthur's gonna... It's difficult terrain, correct, to move through an ally?
We haven't been worrying about that.
In that case... Well, now that you can see them, kill the damn bugs, Luna.
Okay.
And then he'll just end his turn as he leaves the door.
All right. Luna. Fail and a fail.
Also shot.
And they have... I think they are weak to this.
Hi,
14.
Chihuahua.
I think they take another 7 points of damage.
The swarms
Oh,
take
you
50% more from area effect spells.
I think these ones do. But still not enough to completely disperse them.
Like-
Any other
Fire
action?
in the hole. I did my job.
Cockroach swarm. Wham. Looks like it's trying to file out. This is an automatic. Five points of damage,
Ow.
Avis, automatic, and I need a fortitude save from you. Fortitude!
So gross. So gross.
Ooh.
14.
Distraction DC is 14. So you're lucky you're not nauseated, which is a nasty effect, as we've just learned.
Indeed.
Zed. Zed steps out to here and tosses acid splash at it. It'd be -4 to hit. Just try not to get Avis. Oh! Oh, it's not confirmed. I don't think you can critical hit a swarm anyway. Is it enough, though, to disperse it?
Didn't we say that it's every 2 levels after first level you get an extra die for cantrips?
He does. It's already included.
That should be 3 dice then.
I didn't go that way. Little multi. It's a dip. There was a dip.
Full withdrawal.
Shouldn't it be 3 dice?
He's not a 5th level caster.
Oh, my apologies. I forgot he has a level in wizard.
He's got a level in something.
So my character's stuck. When I try to move, I'm moving the whole map instead of the character.
Okay, let me.
My apologies.
No worries. You know, it's doing the same thing for me. There we go.
Okay, there we go. I just did a full withdrawal.
Okay.
Just went straight up. So there's nothing I can do to a swarm. So you guys got this. I will do a bardic performance just to give you all the bonus if it's helpful to you. So swarm, go away. Die right now. And I don't know. She does that on purpose to try to be funny.
Got a chuckle from the DM, so it works.
So bardic check mark. Target friendlies. And then give you goodies. Let's do it. I mean, it's extra damage
Yeah.
if you swing at it. So there you go. Go get it.
Avis.
Said swing at it, eh? Targeted? Yes, I do. Okay, sweet. Making sure.
You know what? I can't cast or I can't do that while I full withdrew. So I'll do the move action.
You don't need to do a full withdrawal. They don't have
Yeah,
attacks of opportunity.
Okay.
Yeah, they have a reach of 0, don't they?
Yeah.
Well, I was just being cautious, and so I wanted. But if I had done that, I couldn't have. So
It's okay.
anyway, it's all good.
That does not take any effect. I know it says it does. But the cockroach swarm is immune to weapon damage. So you swing your Kopesh in, and it kills a few of them, but it's still a swarm.
That's all I got.
Any moves or anything?
Yeah, I'm gonna see if I can click myself underneath the swarm.
Are you able to keep? Yep, there we go. You can keep moving if you want.
Yeah. As far as she'll go.
Okay. Bakai, she doesn't really see the same thing that she shoots her arrows at it, and it just kind of hits into the swarm, but goes right through and doesn't really have an effect. Cockroach swarm number 2. What is the movement on these bad boys? It is speed. 30 feet per. 5, 10, 15, 20. It gets to about there and kind of jams up in the door. Arthur. Swarms are getting horribly close.
Yeah, and Arthur has distinct hatred for bugs of any sort. Let's test the efficacy of this real quick. Even if it doesn't do too much to these creatures, Arthur will at least feel better throwing a couple magic missiles at this swarm here, just to see if it does much of anything.
It does not.
Well, that's unfortunate.
Thanks for playing.
So you need some kind of like a
Area effect.
area of effect energy kind of damage.
Yeah, Arthur, seeing that And I can't really do anything to this swarm. He's just gonna exit this room, not enjoying bugs, put it lightly.
All right.
Your magic missile probably killed the one cockroach it targeted, right?
Yeah, definitely got that one for sure.
Well, it was 2 darts. It was 2 roaches.
Yeah.
Yeah, like it's looking at his face. It's not that he's scared of them. It's that he's actively disgusted, and just refuses to be in the same room with these creatures.
So this chamber in his new house is off limits. Luna.
No, just only has a fireball.
Well, you've got
have.
decent line of sight. Yeah.
There's nobody in the room?
You don't think so? You do a quick head count, make an intelligence check.
Well, everybody's standing right next to me, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
And you saw Arthur leave up north.
Can anybody kill these things, or do I got to use my fireball?
I can't do a thing to it. I can insult it, but it won't work.
You can insult it.
Yeah, Zed says my acid seemed to work. But it might take me.
Yeah.
My sword does not.
Okay.
Could light torches.
Aye.
All right.
Yes. 7. Take that.
So
I
7.
did 7.
So 3 turns into 4. One has 1 hit point left.
Oh, 1, 1, 1, 1.
So
What the hell?
one swarm disperses.
Well, Zed.
Zed.
Magic missile it.
Another acid splash.
Oh yeah, acid splash.
That's enough. Just barely, barely enough.
Glad these things weren't beefy.
Yeah.
Oh, they had 26 hit points. They were.
Well, if they had, if we would have ran.
If these were gonna be there when you guys were at first level, or what level were you when you first came to Popov's?
Like second or
Second
Near the
level.
beginning, yeah.
Yeah.
It was a while ago.
So
We still had Knock with us. That tells you that, right?
yeah. So after a little bit of investigation, I'll give you the hint, the clue. The 2 vials of the murky liquid, or how many ever vials there were. They're the same as the vials that were in his laboratory. They are vermin repellent. They allow you to wander around amongst the roaches unmolested. Inside the air quotes flesh vault are 3 skeletons awaiting animation.
Why do I
There-
have 7 wounds?
I don't know. Why do you have 7? I don't think I hit you, did I?
Oh, I magic missiled myself.
Magic missiled yourself.
That's
go.
what happened. Let me fix that.
I got it.
I was
I
targeting myself.
would recommend not.
I see. That was the problem.
Did you get anybody else?
No. I think it was because I was targeting myself earlier.
Yeah, targeted.
for,
Yeah,
armor.
it is.
Is it safer to go in now?
It is. Yeah, there's still cockroaches and stuff in the
Can I
area.
go back and fetch the pest repellent?
There's pest repellent in the room where everybody's in.
In
It's
the room just before this.
yeah,
I mean, the
the,
room
the-
before,
the-
yeah.
the room that you're in. So I'll give you the.
Maybe
I guess I could also
checking
head up.
for
I can also head upstairs and get those, but I guess I can get those later.
Yeah, let's see here. How many are there in this room? There's 3 of vermin repellent. There is 50 feet of silk rope, 5 buckets, and 5 silver smaragds worth of artisan tools.
Yeah, I'll take those vials.
Okay. And inside the flesh vault, it's just that's
Is there
that,
some on the party sheet, or do I just add it manually?
I can put them on the party sheet. Anybody have craft alchemy or anything like that?
Nope. I'm gonna make a character that has it just at some point. Keeps
Yeah,
coming up.
it keeps coming up, and when you do make it, it never comes up. It's always one of those things. It's described on here as a vile smelling white paste, but in this game it's like a murky black liquid.
Do they have any alchemic contractions that smell good?
Oh yeah,
All
perfumes
of
and
it's
such.
vile, right? Yeah.
A lot of it is. That's how you know it's working.
Yeah. It tastes awful. Oh. Okay. It's just good for you.
Exactly. So you check out these chambers. I'm gonna throw like a 5-minuter on there while you guys examine everything. Make sure there's no secret doors. You go through all these little and
detect magic and all that.
yeah, detect magic, all that. The skeletons are intact and they are stood upright, almost on like vertical racks, almost like a table that he's got them like pegged into. It looks like it's not the first time he's stripped corpses of their flesh in here and had them set up on these racks. It's probably, well, when you guys were up in his upper hallway, there was 4 skeletons at the time, from humans or humanoid type creatures. He's got 3 more down here now awaiting animation. And you imagine that was the purpose of the cockroaches. Was to strip the flesh. I got that from Penny Dreadful. It was a good show. If you haven't seen it, I highly recommend.
Well, I'm no necromancer, so losing those cockroaches is not the end of the world for me.
Other than that, down here, there doesn't appear to be a whole lot else. But it looks like this direct connection to your abode, Arthur, is it's not directly on the deed or anything like that, but you can put this to whatever nefarious uses you wish.
I will definitely have to think about that.
You good if I check the side corridors?
Be my guest.
Just want to make sure you're not gonna. Okay, so that all loops around. Okay.
Yeah, you give this. What's the highest score anyone can get with a perception check?
The highest score I can get?
Yeah, if
So
you're.
if I rolled a 20.
Yeah, they could take 20 if everyone took 20 on.
23.
23?
Not too good.
I'm underground, right?
Yes, you are.
27.
27. Zed's 25.
I'm +4, so 24.
24. And I don't think. Bakai might be.
I think being underground just gives me more of an advantage, so I don't know if we're gonna get higher than 27.
Yeah, you don't detect any other secret doors in this immediate area.
We do still have that wand,
Is this?
don't we?
It's a big circle. They all this one, this one, this one. They all
Yeah.
connect.
Don't we have
It's a
that
circle.
wand of secret door detection?
I think we do.
Yeah.
Who has it?
I don't remember.
I thought either Zed or Luna did.
I have it. You want to use it? I'll run around.
What happened the last time you used it, Luna? The curse.
I don't know.
The curse.
Ah, right.
Yes.
I forgot about that. Never mind.
Oh boy.
It's up to you. You can check everything conventionally first before you want to decide whether it's going to take that step. But you do know that using that wand, because it's been a little bit of time since you've been up from Jezreel, and you know that using magic items from there invoke the curse, and you know that this one here was one of those ones. Where else do you guys want to check?
Did we clear everything that we can see?
Yeah, everything in these two chambers are completely cleared. You've checked as best you can. You get all the way down there, and if you check in the hallways along the way, I'm going to tick off another 10 minutes.
Yeah, and this up here, this is where there was once a, well, everybody's gone.
To a poof.
Yeah, what happened
Where'd
there?
everybody go?
I don't know.
Why are we taking so many short rests?
I have no idea.
It's just 5 minutes. That's what a short rest in this is. It's just so it. Oh, you know what happened? The light expired.
Ah.
Even though.
Definitely would recast it.
Yeah, definitely recast it.
I would appreciate that, yeah. I do have my lantern, but if I don't have to use it.
And there's a couple lamps in this room too, so. Fine.
Yeah, confirming. This up here, this was just where there was once a like sewer entrance.
Up above, yeah.
Yeah, okay. That's covered up now. Okay.
Yeah.
Was there anything further this way?
Nothing further that way. Avis, when you get back and you check here, you notice a couple areas where the mortar isn't quite in line with the seam, and you kind of follow it, and it looks like with a little bit of finagling, it might pivot once you get the certain mechanism. And you
I will
open.
definitely share that, and if it lets me open, I'll open.
Yep. You can open a secret door, and you can hear the sounds of a sewage water, and you get the waft of the actual sewage. The wall itself, it's about 3 feet thick, and you kind of push it in a little bit, and it kind of shifts to the inside, almost like a nested door. It looks like it was old construction, like it's been here for a long time, like even before when the railings and such were on here. And then you can see like what looks to be like a fresh cut channel of sewers, not fresh cut, like within the last 20 or 30 years. Newly constructed sewers directly across. You see, there's a 5 foot wide sewer channel, and then directly across, it looks like there's another station for surface access, and it's almost like a platform. There's like 10 feet deep by about 15 feet wide, and to the left of like a 10-foot wide pillar, looks like there's a platform that goes east and west about another 50, 60 feet. And you can definitely see the rungs of a sewer access directly across from you on this platform. There is the matter of the 5 foot wide sewer channel, which is it looks like it's fairly deep. It looks like it's at least 4 or 5 feet deep, and you can see there's a set of portcullises directly to the right, off by like 10 feet, and it's it looks like an actual like a grate to block any movement of large items that might flow down through this area. Each is probably about a 8 or 9 inch area between each of the iron bars.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if you can see that on the map or not.
No, I can't see it on the map.
If you moved into that, like, you might be able to.
Okay.
I don't know. But you're not standing in.
There we go.
You're not
Now
standing
I'm-
in the poop, but now you can see it just by sticking your
Yeah.
head up.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
And you also see a door on the other side of the under platform.
Yeah, there's a door across, but getting across that water would be a little tricky. And gross.
Yeah, it's a 5-foot jump. Oh, let me give you the description of. There's a midden heap in the middle of that platform, that access platform, and the midden heap is about 3 or 4 feet deep, and you can see it's just swarming with cockroaches, and it looks like people just come along and then just dump their trash down here, and it's been probably collecting for who knows how long, but it's more than 2 weeks worth of collective trash just dumped down here, and there's a rather large collection of cockroaches stirring around, and this midden heap it takes up about 75% of that platform.
Okay.
You probably guess that if they were stirred up, that many cockroaches might form a swarm again. There's that many of them.
That's a lot.
You can make a knowledge
Can we go
local.
buy some? Can we buy some alchemist fire?
Yeah,
Yeah.
you can definitely go buy some alchemist fire. You can make a knowledge local check, Sami or Luna or
Get into
Zed.
the page.
Are you?
Oh.
See what Zed's got. Doesn't have it. You know that by around the Fat Chance, you're still in the Tenderloin and stuff like that, but you're further north by several blocks at least. You know that whenever there's like a midden dump, the waste walkers come by and they clear pretty much weekly. This looks like it hasn't been cleared in several weeks. The waste walkers, they're the guild responsible for sewer maintenance, and also
Get,
up top too.
let's get some alchemist fire. Burn them out. Or come back tomorrow on that fireball.
Yeah.
Are you
Probably
fresh
cheaper.
out?
Yeah.
He just dropped 2. That's a fair amount. That's about as most third level magic as you guys can muster.
So far. So aside from that, we see nothing else?
You don't see anything, any activity or anything.
I mean more so anything of interest, keeping us down here.
Nothing keeping you down here unless you want to somehow bypass the midden heap by going into the sewer water
No.
and going downstream to the platform to the left. There's a platform down here. I don't know if you can see that.
Yeah, you said... I might have misheard you, but you said there was a door on the other side. Was that the midden heap?
Okay, so I'm just gonna I'm gonna move you guys all out here just so you can have a look. I know that you're not going to be climbing into the poop, but
Not today.
everybody's getting stuck on the door.
It's very sticky.
It is sticky. Move you out there so you can. There we go. You can have a look.
Yeah, and there's a door over here, and this in front of us is the midden heap, correct?
Yeah, the midden heap is basically right here.
Ah, okay. Would I be able to... I don't know if it's like some type of adventuring gear or like anything else. Would I be able to buy basically just a... more or less just a wooden plank, a platform, like a 5-foot platform that goes over the channel?
Yeah. Basically the equivalent of a door.
Yeah, because I probably would like to do that because it'd be more pleasant than wading through filth.
Actually, there's the you could makeshift with those wooden tables, those unfinished wooden tables that you have in the room where Zed and Bakai are. There was 3 rather large workbenches kind of thing. All you have to do is like and there's saws and hammers and stuff like that. You could definitely fashion something that goes straight across without having to spend any money.
Yeah, we can fashion something, but we're not exactly carpenters.
Yeah, but it's not hard to just saw off legs.
I suppose, yeah. Yeah, it was tables in the
In the workroom.
in the
workshop.
workroom.
Yeah. Rough workbenches line the right and left walls.
I can always buy more tables if I need them. We can go ahead and use those.
These ones here were also used, a lot of them were stained dark brown, so there was this...
Oh, well.
Yeah.
In that case.
A lot of blood on them. It's dried up. It's like 4-month-old blood now.
Yeah, but it's still there, so it... Yeah, Arthur will recommend that we go get those tables and make ourselves a bridge.
What are you going to do about the cockroach?
The cockroaches are another matter.
Fireball tomorrow.
Well, while we're cutting up tables, I could run to the alchemist shop and buy some alchemist fire.
That's going to be expensive.
Would
Yes,
throwing
true.
a torch at the pile of trash, like, because around the door there were like tar, cotton.
Yeah, I have oil.
Couldn't we just light all that trash on fire? I mean, it's a bad idea, but it's not the best
Took
idea.
2 fireballs. Took 2
But,
fireballs.
you know what I mean?
Oil
Like-
ain't gonna do much.
Couldn't we just like set it on fire and then go back and lock your door and we'll wait until the smoke goes away?
How much oil do you guys have?
I have 5 pounds of oil.
5 pounds?
Well,
Nice.
each 1 pint flask is a pound.
Ay, chihuahua.
I don't know why it's a full pound, but I got 5 pounds of oil.
All right. All right, so let's say that...
If
What-
lit, oil burns for 2 rounds, does 1d3 fire damage to each creature in the area. It's a 5-foot square.
Yep. You could definitely douse it. You douse it
Not gonna
with...
do much.
Yeah,
Gonna make them mad.
it might make them mad.
Oh, definitely.
Well, we light them on fire and then we go back through the door and lock the door.
Yeah, that's why we leave.
So,
And they'll terrorize the city.
man,
That doesn't
the
sound
waste
like my
walkers
problem.
aren't doing their job.
Them terrorizing the city does not sound like my problem.
It's a union problem, man.
Yeah.
But we did get rid
That's
of that
funny.
one cockroach swarm, so we
Two,
Did it
two,
say
we got rid of
actually?
2.
not I meant the one we're about to do, but yeah, no,
Oh,
just- yeah.
I thought you were talking about the ones earlier. I'm like, there was
It's
two.
already done. Yeah. We're heroes. Where's our medal?
So I'm gonna grab my oil.
Badges.
All right. Grab your oil. All 5 flasks.
How expensive is a flask? Let me check. It's one smear duck. It's one
Yeah.
silver per oil, right?
Yeah, and there's also oil in the for the lamps too in the workroom. I didn't specifically put it on the sheet or anything. There's
I
fuel
have
for the
5. Yeah, I have the 5 on hand because I use a bullseye lantern, but
yeah, and
I
there's
can always-
I'd
I
say
can
there's
buy more oil.
there's 5 more uses of the because he's also got a lantern in the workroom. So what's the point of having a lantern unless you have 5 more?
Beep, beep, beep.
You
Yeah.
know what? Let's toss those 5 oils in there. I can always buy more oil.
Really?
All right. What are you going to ignite this bad boy with? Let's say you get all the oil. All the oil on the mid heat. All 10 vials.
I have a not all 10 vials, just 5 vials.
Oh, you're gonna scrimp out on 5, are you? All right.
I don't want to cause an actual a dangerous inferno. Feel like it might cause problems if I use too much, but
Now that's a fire.
I do have a tinder twig. Can I not light that and toss it in there?
You can.
All right, I'll use the tinder twig to do that.
All right, and then everybody's gonna be back behind you, getting ready to shut the door. And
Beep, beep.
Matter of fact,
I'm ready.
Can I-
I'm ready to shut
can
the
I
door.
can I tinder twig and hold it with my mage hand to do that? And toss it in there?
Absolutely.
In that case, yes, I will be behind the door, light it up, use my mage hand to grab it, put it in there.
All right,
Beep.
and that you do still have to kind of have line of sight.
Yeah, I need line of sight still, so I'm
Yeah. So when
the
you
door's
close
still open.
when you close the door, the mage hand will wink out, drop the tinder twig.
Yeah.
All right. So give me 5d3s worth of damage, and
It lasts for 2 rounds.
oh,
if that
I
matters.
don't I know it.
All right, 5d3s.
Yeah.
Just as the mage hand
How do
winks out and drops the tinkerwid, it does the middle finger to the cockroach.
How do I roll d3s?
Here we go. I'll do it for you if you want.
Yeah.
Got it all handy.
I don't know how to roll custom dice.
Oh, look at that. 13. So that's multiplied by 1.5. So that is 19 points of damage. And the next one is... Oh.
Yeah, how do I roll custom dice?
So you click on the 6-sided dice.
Oh, can you just split in half or something?
Yeah, I'm having a tough time replicating. Okay, so you right click,
Custom dice. Okay,
Yeah.
I see it.
custom dice, and then D3.
Yeah,
And then you
wanna roll
right click again, and it adds another one. Right click again,
Yeah.
adds another one.
Yeah, and you want me to roll another
Yeah,
5?
go ahead. This is round 2. All right, 12, another 18. Okay, so that kills the 2 swarms that were there.
Ooh.
Yay.
Yeah, that would have been a bad one.
Yeah, and I used all the oil that was left in here, so I still have my personal supply. I can always get more if I need it.
Oh, you think you can, do you?
I should be able to get more oil later on.
Just kidding around with you. Okay, all right. And you have a way across with the door. I'm gonna chalk off a half an hour. Between figuring all that out, getting everything set up, getting the legs off the tables.
Yeah, gathering the oil, gathering
The wood, the
items.
tables, getting everything set up.
I imagine pouring everything carefully enough not to agitate the swarm.
Yeah. Took some doing. But
My light's gone.
that's right. And a new light spell for everybody. Let's see here. Arthur, Asami, and Zed, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, might want to wait a little while for the smoke to clear.
Yeah, let's throw another 5 minutes on that.
I mean, we could always check on it tomorrow.
That's
'Cause
true
it
too.
is late.
It is. That is true.
So that way that has time. Maybe the waste walkers will have cleared it out by tomorrow when you
And-
come peek.
If more come back, we have another fireball to nuke them.
Yeah. Arthur is still deadly curious and wants to know what's between these, what's behind these doors.
I mean, that's the curiosity's to be expected, but I figured you'd want these, stuff to clear before we poke too far.
Yeah, it might take quite a while for all that, especially if it's all smoke.
Yeah.
We did light a fire in the sewers. There's probably going to be some smoke problems for a little while.
Yeah, and there is still like burning trash.
Yeah, so yeah, we'll call this for tonight and go back tomorrow.
All right. So call it a night.
I got a church to go back to.
The night, by the way, the first night of the festival, it's called Chameleon Day in Lankhmar. That's the day that we're on right now before we shut everything down. It's the first night of the spring festival. It's also an auspicious evening that only happens every so many years. They add an extra day to the year to keep the calendar in shape. Just so happens that this year there is a Chameleon Day, which makes this the start of the festival even more raucous. Going back to your various places, Arthur, you probably getting settled in your new abode. You're going to stay here for the night?
Yeah.
Okay.
Can I purchase 20 more oils to keep around my house?
Yeah, you can do that whenever you want.
So that's going to be 20 smear ducks?
Yeah, that's fine.
All right.
And there's probably lamp oil somewhere in the house. There's house supplies in the house.
Yeah.
There's furniture.
I'm keeping oil in the house in case I need it again in the future.
I don't know if you noticed or not, but does anybody have appraise as a skill?
I have something small invested in it.
Okay.
I think I remember somebody in the party was
Yeah,
asked.
Luna's decent at it. Yeah, you know that Arthur paid 50 gold rilks for this place, which is the equivalent of 500 silver smaragds. You guess that the furniture just alone in the living room is probably worth 300 silver smaragds. It will cost him about 300 smaragds to get furniture that nice. Whether he could sell it again for that much remains to be seen. There's probably maybe 30 or 40 or 50 smaragds worth of furniture in the kitchen. In the laboratory, I don't know if any of you are alchemists. I don't think any of you are, but there's a pretty decent alchemical set in the laboratory that's worth, who knows, maybe twice what the furniture's worth. Yeah, it's hard to say, Luna. Do you have any ranks in craft alchemy?
No.
No. Not really your bailiwick, but you know that the all the glass materials and stuff like that, it's probably worth a fair amount. So, all in all, Arthur, you probably made out pretty well on this deal. Getting the contents of the house being worth probably 2/3 of what the house is worth. You're pretty sure that Denal was aware of the value of the contents and gave you a pretty good deal.
Yeah, he gave a significant price cut because this place is pretty unsellable due to reputation.
That was his story anyway.
Or at least that was his story.
All right, so Arthur stays here. He's making notes of things he's going to need. He's going to need food. The most of the food that was here, it's 3 months old, so
Yeah, it's dried, but hey,
Yeah.
you can't live off dried food forever.
yeah. There's no cockroaches or anything in the house, so you're in decent shape for that.
Yeah, I might need to hire a fumigator at some point just to make certain.
Yeah, or maybe a cleaner or something like that. Everybody else goes their separate ways, pretty much the same way. You make your way along Carter Street, and the festival is in full flare. If you go along Wall Street, it's not going to be quite as busy. Wall Street is closer to Arthur's house than Carter Street. Whichever way you want to go. Do you want to go the quiet way, or do you want to go through the crazy party way?
Which is the way that's towards the Fat Chance.
Fat Chance is on Carter Street, but you can get there from both ways.
Okay. Well, if we're not doing anything else as a party for the rest of the night, then perhaps there's an opportunity to get a performance in, make some money.
Yep, there you go. All right.
I don't know where that would be.
Anywhere along Carter Street. Just...
Like, actually on a stage. But it's a festival, so let's enjoy the festival.
Yeah, or you could also see what's going on at the Midnight Theater on actual stage. You could also just set up shop on a street corner and start performing.
Now
There's a huge crowd on Carter Street. It's like Mardi Gras.
Alrighty. We'll do that.
Okay. So Zed and Bakai will stay along with you just in case.
Yeah, you never know. So, let's see where. I think we're going to go with. I'm not going to perform it myself because you would throw up. However, Sami is much better at it than I am. She's going to clean herself up with prestidigitation off the side, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
But then, so she's presenting herself well. And sort of kind of do a stand-up routine. Not a huge hour-long Chris Rock presentation. 5-10 minute set of funny jokes, things you find in the sewer you shouldn't find in the sewer.
Okay.
Tell some funny jokes. See if anyone's interested in a laugh.
Alrighty.
So,
you did pretty
like
well.
I said, she's much better at it than I am. If I rolled for me, it would get a -3 or something like that. So
Yeah, it starts off as like a crowd of like 5 or so people. And no problem at all, Avis. You're just like a dart.
I know. It's just I'm like, grr.
And there's
I'm small but sturdy,
Yeah, and there's people of all dimensions in the city, so everyone seems to make their way around. What went from like 5 or 10 people gathered around turns out to be a throng of. Let's see here. Oh, there we go. 71 people. And you get 71 iron ticks in tips. The whole thing takes about 20-25 minutes. You start getting momentum at the 10-minute mark. People are like, what's going on over here? This is great. You start interacting with people, start doing some crowd work. 71 iron ticks is...
that's a pretty good pay.
That's pretty good pay. Yeah, that's
7 bronze.
Yeah, that's like people make that in a month.
Yeah. Make sure I heard correctly so I can put it in the right spot. 71 iron ticks?
Yep.
Okay.
I'll be at the last chance all week. Don't forget to try the fish.
And tip your waitress.
That's right. Anybody else want to do anything on their way home? All right. Next day. Oh,
Yep.
sorry.
I was going to say, wrap it up. Meet up wherever we're going to meet.
Okay. Meet back up at Arthur's house the next day. Everybody refreshed. clear those hit points out of there. Did anybody lose any ability stuff? I don't think anyone did.
Well, just
Um,
uses of bardic performance.
I still have some stuff to clear.
All right,
I have a
let's.
strength and a dex damage still.
Okay, let me throw an overnight rest on everybody.
Then I'd like my spells back.
All right.
Yeah, getting my spells refreshed would be nice.
Yes, there you go.
Let me see what I'm gonna change anything. That's not the button I wanted. That's the button I wanted.
Arthur, I'm going to let you explore your neighborhood a little bit. You probably want to become pretty familiar with what's around there.
Yeah,
And
it would be nice to explore my stomping grounds.
give your. I don't think you have any skills like dungeoneering or maybe you do.
Dungeoneering, no. The only knowledge skill that I have ranks in currently is Arcana.
Okay.
I'll
Just-
diversify later, but for now, it's only Arcana.
Just give me a standard intelligence check.
All right. Not too terrible.
Not too terrible at all. Okay, so you kind of going through in your head where this tunnel is in your house and where it leads to. And I'm going to give you the rough to there. And then the sewer exit is right there on the Tenderloin neighborhood map. There's
And then it goes, further north from there.
right, and further north from there, there is a public house called the Blue Canary. And with the festival being in full bloom, the place is packed, and there's also like a little market that's sprung up right beside it. It's got like a little side window kind of thing, and they're grilling some meats, almost like a hot dog stand. But they're also serving beer and wine to people who might have made it into their neighborhood from here, because Carter Street is right out here. That is Carter Street right there. So it's not far from the main street of the festival. So if people stumble through here, you've got the front door of the Blue Canary is just on this main alleyway.
See.
And you're thinking in your head, like, that kind of looks like it might lead to a area beneath the Blue Canary if it stops anywhere in that general vicinity of just across, right? Kind of.
Yeah. Yeah, I might pop inside just to see what the Blue Canary's like.
Okay, so there's a fair few tourists in here. You also get a vibe that there's a lot of regulars. And the regulars look as though... do you have knowledge local?
No, the only knowledge I have right now is Arcana.
What kind of... You have Intimidate, correct? What other people skills do you have?
I have Intimidate, Bluff, and... I have Intimidate, Bluff, as well as Diplomacy.
Okay. All right, well, it looks like there's some regulars. And it looks like there's a fair few regulars. Like maybe 15 or 20. And they all seem to be thick as thieves, as it were. And you notice on several of them that they are bearing the trademark Silver Dirk of the Thieves Guild. And and you kind of watch them, and you notice that there's two gentlemen in particular that are watching you.
You said, yeah, there's Thieves Guild members in here. Are there, like, a surprising amount of them?
Yes. There's also, like, the place is full. There's like 50, 60 people in there right now. And probably a full third of them look like they're regulars. We're all, like, gathered around together talking to one another and stuff like that. And of those regulars, you notice that a fairly significant portion of them are probably affiliated with Thieves Guild. The other people look like they're tourists, and you notice that the odd pickpocketing occurs, and maybe every once in a while a little bit of early morning I've got a hangover violence is threatened from this group to some of the rowdier party goers.
Yeah, with seeing that in mind, I'm gonna keep my hands in my pockets.
Okay.
Just so there's less to pick.
All right. And one of the two gentlemen who you had noticed you. He says, "You're not eating or drinking this morning? Had a rough night last night? Did you?"
A bit of one.
He says, "I know the bartender. We can get you something."
Oh, that's very much not necessary, good sir.
Just new to the neighborhood? You're just having a look around? So
Yes, I'm a very recent homeowner, actually. I wanted to see the neighborhood, yes.
I think you'll like it around here. The gentleman who owned your home previous to you, we had some business arrangements with. We could probably come to a similar agreement. We don't have to discuss details now, though. My name is EK. It's good to meet you. Your name is?
Arthur
Arthur.
Blair.
Good to meet you, Arthur. Welcome to the neighborhood.
I will definitely say that I feel quite welcome.
He says the sausage for breakfast isn't half bad. Stay away from the stew later on. He gives you a wink and goes back to his drink. And you can tell.
It's too bad.
Yeah, you can tell that. You can definitely see that this guy had the dagger that a lot of the journeyman thieves wear.
By the tone of his voice, was he? Can I infer this arrangement? Was it like protection money? Was it like some act or something else like that? Was he trying to intimidate me?
Yeah, he's just letting you know that he knows that you live there, and it'd be horrible if something happened. You know.
So it was like softly intimidating, correct?
He's not trying to scare you. He's just trying to let you know that for a small amount of money, you could protect your property.
I'm pretty sure Davis is paying the same people.
No, you're paying a whole different. The church extortioners are a completely different animal.
Yeah.
But same idea.
So it's Ikai. His name was
Ikai.
Ikai. I'm assuming I'll recognize him if I see him again.
Oh yeah.
Good to know. I will keep him in mind.
He says, you smell the fire last night? It was weird. It's like, quite a stink.
I didn't really notice it myself. I was busy reorganizing my house.
It's a nice place you got there. Yeah, there's I don't know, some fire in the sewers start on the streets. It's yeah. Yeah, you got to be careful about those sewers down there, you know. It's a messy business down there sometimes. Anyway, Arthur, you stay safe, all right?
I plan to do so, yes. I imagine you'll want to talk about this arrangement with me at some other date?
Oh, we could talk about it now if you want. You buy me a beer and I'll chew your ear off.
Well, I suppose I can't exactly decline such an offer.
All
I'll
right.
go up to the bartender and get him a. I'll get him a beer.
Okay.
However much that costs.
Like an iron tick.
Yeah, I'll toss a tick.
Okay. He says, I don't know if you're affiliated with any of the various organizations, but I'm kind of in the business of insurance, and for the price of a bronze eagle every month, I can see that nobody messes with your property. You know, nobody's throwing stones or lighting fires or breaking in, stealing your stuff. You hate to see that happen. It's a nice neighborhood. You don't like to hear about stuff like that happening.
It would definitely lower the property value.
Certainly would. Yeah, me and some of my companions here specialize in making sure that none of that goes on around here. We like to keep the streets clean and stuff like that. I mean, it's tough during these festivals and stuff like that. You never know what's going to happen, but we can keep an eye on your place for you if you want.
Well, with an offer like that, it sounds definitely enticing.
Well, all you got to do is just drop your bronze eagle over there with Joe May, the bartender, and he'll let us know that everything's well and good. That's how.
Place, Luke Canary. Is
Yeah.
it a sort of hub for your guild?
We do a lot of business out of here. You are you interested in hiring us for something more interesting? What kind of work do you do, Arthur?
I'm currently still looking for work. Only a few months ago, I just came from Quarmail.
Ah, independently wealthy, I see.
You could say that.
Well, all right. Well, it's a wise investment then, the bronze eagle every month. Yeah. Well, I don't know. Maybe we get to know each other a little better after a couple months. Who knows? You know.
And I will definitely let you know if I have more interesting work for you. But for right now, nothing comes to mind.
All right. Well, it's the first day of a new month today.
New month, new city, new life.
There we are. It's the easiest way to remember when a payment is due. The first day of the month. Thank you for the beer, Arthur.
My appreciation. Excuse me.
Oh, you don't have to be nervous around me, Arthur. We'll get to be good friends, you and I.
Sorry, I had something stuck in my throat for a moment there. What I meant was, you're welcome, good sir. And I imagine that we're going to be working together in the near future. And don't you worry, I don't plan on forgetting about the payments.
Excellent.
Matter of fact,
Then
I should probably go right now and make my deposit immediately.
well, there we go. That's a beautiful thing. And if anything does ever occur, you bring your complaints right over here and we'll take care of it for you, all right? It's all part and parcel of what we do.
I couldn't agree more. Yeah, Arthur will bid Ikai adieu and go up to the bartender with his payment for the month.
All right, excellent. He makes note and nods at Ikai and throws it in. You see, like he's got like a little belt pouch behind the bar, and it's there's 4 or 5 bronze eagles in there already.
Okay.
And it's 10 o'clock in the morning on the 1st. You know, there's a bunch of little businesses around here, right across the street from the Blue Parrot, to the east.
Blue Canary, I think you mean.
Yeah, did I say Blue Parrot? Yeah, Blue Canary. There's a ceramics store right across the street from your house. There is it's called the Crystal Ampule. It's an alchemy supply shop. There is a kiln for ceramics just beyond that. There's another tavern called the Cricket Song right next door to yours. There's a grocer's behind you. Egovar's Fine Food. The Golden Dream. It was a temple. The temple has since closed down. The sign is still up there, though. Then there's a warehouse right across the street from you. A couple of them, in fact. Of note, it doesn't directly connect to your neighborhood, but up here is one of the most famed weaponsmiths in Lankhmar, the Double Daggers. Establishment is more of an armor smithy. The guy's name is Foxglove, is the blacksmith, and he specializes in bladed weapons. His building's 3 feet high or 3 stories high. And Foxglove fancies himself a bit of a ladies' man when he's not working at the forge. But if you want to buy masterwork weapons, that's one of the best places in Lankhmar to buy masterwork weapons.
I'll be sure to inform the weapon users of the party about that later.
All right. So the next hour or so, I imagine, is everybody going to meet at Arthur's house, or are you going to meet somewhere else and do something else?
Yeah. Before the hour passes, just still looking around the place, do I see a lot of the Thieves Guild members? Do they I know they congregate around the Blue Canary a lot. Do they go to a specific room, or do they just go around, like upstairs, downstairs, like in the back?
There's definitely an in the back, and there's definitely at one point you saw a couple jacked up dudes with battle axes and shields go in the back, and then about 5 minutes later, a couple other jacked up dudes with battle axes and shields, like strapped like over their shoulders, like put away for the day, come out, but they're different guys.
Okay.
And they didn't look like the cooks or anything like that, but it looked like they were going into the kitchen, and then it looks like the other ones came out of the same area. So.
Yeah, they're either swapping shifts or there's some form of way in and out of there that's not immediately apparent.
Yeah, if you had to guess based on how they're equipped, you may be guessing swapping shifts. What we'll do is we will...
I'll keep that in mind.
Are you guys planning on exploring further beneath Arthur's house, or are you guys gonna get up to something else next week or in 2 weeks?
Oh, we want to finish the exploration. That's why we waited, to make sure that the cockroach was cleared.
Okay.
Yeah, make sure the fire
I think
dies down.
Yeah, you can take a look. Just look down, and you can see the grate is there, and you can see where the fire's pretty much burned out. There's still a few embers, but it doesn't look like the waste walkers have been down there, and it's hard to see if there's anything else. But it looks like for the most part it's burned itself out. There's a fair stink though. Still, like what, 8 hours later, 9 hours later.
Mhm. It was stinky.
But we're still interested in pursuing the drug issue where everyone's under this new effect.
Yeah.
Trying to reduce that too.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like we definitely need to, though.
Yeah.
Soon.
Mm.
All right. Everybody meeting up at Arthur's place? Or are you guys going to meet up at somewhere else? Or
Yeah, Arthur would definitely like to finish exploration in his own house if he can.
okay.
And wasn't
Yeah.
Rackernash supposed to give us some info about the gallows, too? He's going to look into...
Yeah, he said give him a day or two, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm.
The Gallow Fields.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I see. He was looking for the drug dealers, right?
Yeah, looking... Or how to get us in somewhere, or...
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, we were the Brotherhood of Spider as well as their, the night market and all that stuff.
Oh yeah, he was looking for their temple and the.
Yeah, the hidden temple off of Sheep Street.
Okay. All right. So he comes by the church on the first day of the third month, just before you're getting ready to head out. And he says that he got stonewalled regarding finding out where this temple is. Couldn't come up with anything. The says he cornered a couple drug dealers from the Brotherhood of the Spider, and he got into a pretty good fight, like swords out, fight for your life kind of thing, and he had to back out. So they mean business. And that was not far from the Gallow Fields, not far from Rook's Roost. He's pretty sure that there's a bunch of shiver activity going on in Rook's Roost. We couldn't get in. Didn't know the right things to say to get access. And then when he tried to buy stuff later on, because he had already roughed up a couple low-level guys, he kind of got ambushed by them on the flip side in an alley. And he had to fight his way out. He's pretty sure he didn't kill one of them, but he was... he's got like a pretty good scrape on his forearm from where he took a blade. Doesn't seem to be any the worse for wear. He says he doesn't seem it's going to infect. He'll be fine.
Is he going to let her look at it?
Yeah, you can, but yeah, he refuses anything. He says, "No. These are dangerous people. You might. I'm good. I'm going to go home and get some sleep. You're going to need everything you've got if you're looking into them. Thank you, though. I appreciate your offer.
If it gets worse.
It'll be fine. Be careful, though. It's not.
My best.
They don't mess around this lot. All right. Anybody else want to look into anything else before we shutter it down for the night? Anything early in the morning? Arthur buys his supplies. There's places right across the street. It's handy for him.
Come up with a list of things between now and next time. That'd be good.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
definitely. Things that you might want to think about. If the sewer passages only go so many places, maybe a canoe, a rowboat, a plank. I don't know. It's you might also want like anti-plague stuff if you're going to be rummaging through the sewer again.
Yeah.
You've got a definite way just across that one way, and it looks like there's a platform that's fairly public just to the left of that. But beyond that, so I'll let you guys think about that for the week. You got, we got 2 weeks to consider any equipment stuff that you might need or any shopping spree. Or don't forget, there's if you do want to get like magical potions and stuff like that for the elevated price of Lankhmar, there is Ledbetter's apothecary. He does do some sort of business in that, and you've got a rapport with him.
Mm-hmm.
If
Sounds
there's
good.
Luna might be wanting to look at getting a scroll or something like that. If there's a scroll that you want to get, maybe Lord Denal can arrange for something. Is there a
Up to third level or
Yeah.
first level?
if you have the money to buy it?
Oh, I haven't bought poop.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
What's the third level cost?
What's a third level scroll? Normally, I think it's 150 gold pieces, right?
375.
375. So 375 gold rilks.
Aye, that sounds expensive. But
Yeah.
let's see what I got. I have 253.
Okay. Second and first are also available. And don't forget,
Yeah.
also, if you want to go more clerical bent too, I'll allow you to add like clerical spells to your list.
Ooh, interesting.
It's kind of more like a white magic and black magic and
Okay.
that kind of thing. So if you wanted to add like a spell that isn't in your class's spell list, I'm fine with that.
Does that
Okay.
apply to Bard too?
Absolutely.
Oh, that makes it interesting because I'm like a fighter type. I can get some cool things.
Yeah, definitely. But we don't have to do it right now. We've got 2 weeks. You can let me know over the Discord, and we'll catch you back here in 2.
Yep,
Have a good
sounds
night.
good.
Bye.
Thanks. Enjoyed it.
All right. Night, everybody. Naz, have yourself a good trip, all right?
Thank you. Going to a tequila festival.
Oh,
I'm jealous.
say no more.
Yeah.
That's a good time. Well, you have fun, my friend.
Take care. I'll catch up with y'all later.
I'm planning on it. Thanks, everybody.
Night, everybody.